What's up everybody, this is Ronnie from Canva. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to promote your business with Instagram videos. So if you're ready, we are starting right now. Okay, let's start with the Canva homepage. So since we are designing a post for Instagram, we can simply start an Instagram post. So the dimensions will be 1080 by 1080. It's the first one that I see here because it's a document I used recently. So I'm just going to click here, but otherwise you can also type in Instagram here in the search bar and you will find Instagram post. So either of these options will work. So I'll click here and Canva will create my document with the Instagram post template. Perfect. So I'm going to create this one from scratch. And the idea is to promote our virtual yoga classes because we have a yoga studio, but unfortunately it is closed now to the public. So we want to keep on top of people's mind by reminding them, okay, you can still practice yoga with us. We have these virtual classes. So the idea is to create two different versions of that post. So we can post one on a certain day and then another one to kind of follow up maybe a day later or at some other time on your Instagram feed. So let's go ahead and design that. And I want to be using video to make these posts really engaging. So I'm going to start with our colors. So let's say you can use basically whatever color you have in your brand kit at this point. It's really entirely up to your brand and its color. But here I can visualize some pastel colors. So some kind of crema color, kind of like this. So let's say this would be our base color. Okay, that sounds good. So the first thing I want to do is to add a big text right here. Okay, so I'm going to use the text box. So I can either go to text and create a new text box like this one, or I could have used my shortcut, my keyboard shortcut, and press my T key on my keyboard. That's basically the same thing. So I'm going to use this, and the text right here in this first text box is going to be join our virtual yoga classes. So that's my text. I want to justify this whole text to the right, not to the left, to the right, like this. Okay, so there's this font I like. It's called Ovo. So let's search for it, Ovo. There, and I will make this way bigger. Let's say 100. Make this slightly bigger, and the spacing between my lines here is too big, so I'm going to go to spacing and reduce that to 1.1. 1.1, perfect. Join our virtual yoga classes. Perfect. Maybe 100 is a little bit too big, so I'm going to reduce that to about this size. Good. Join our virtual yoga classes. That's pretty good. I have some more text here, of course, not that big. Let's say 40 for now. And this other text will say, no experience, no problem. No experience, no problem. Like this. And this will also be justified to the right, like this. No experience, no problem. I will stick that against the save zone right here. And then we have the schedule of our classes. So another text box. I would stick with 40 for now and we'll adjust as we go. So that should say Monday to Friday at 7 to 10 p.m. These are late classes, all right? Okay, so this is 40, it's good. And this one, I would like to make it bigger, let's say 55. Okay, and let's bold, like we cannot bold this actually, but this is fine. Let's make sure it is aligned here. Okay, so this is taking shape, it's looking good. What I will do now is to add a video here on this corner. So for that, I'm going to head over the video tab here in Canva, and I'm going to type in yoga as my keyword. Okay, so I can see this. The first video here is interesting. So I'm going to click on my design and click on the video to bring it here. Okay, so I want to make sure I have kind of the same distance between the edge here and the edge here under. So a little trick to do that is that you can import a shape, for example, a square. So if you hold your shift button to reduce the size of the square, and you can make it another color, let's make it red so it pops. And you can use that as your marker, you see. So we can zoom in, say to 50%, and make sure our video here is touching the marker, and then I can move it here. So we have the same distance between this edge and this edge of our document. Looks good. Let's go back to fit. Okay, so now you can see that this video is actually a little bit over my text here, so this is not so good. What I can do is to simply crop this video kind of like this. And I can also move my text a little bit closer to the edge. I could maybe align it with the text on top here. So we have more space for our video like this. All right, so now I want to add this call to action that says sign up now. And I want to have some kind of shape around it to make it more visible, to make it more kind of popping in my design. Okay, so I'm going to start with the text. I'm going to give this the size of 40, and it says sign up now. Okay, so sign up now. Okay, good. So that's my call to action. It's going to come here, but I want to have the sticker here that makes it stand out. So how can I find this in the elements categories? I could use the label sticker like this, see what comes up. But yeah, of course, if I use sticker, the Canva stickers are going to pop up. So maybe that's not a good keyword. Maybe a badge. Yeah, badge would be a better keyword. So these do not really fit with my yoga style, Zen kind of style. I want something minimalist, but that would also go well with my design. Not too thick like these ones. I want something like small and feminine. Let's keep scrolling here and see if I can find something nice. These are kind of too big, so not badge. Maybe I would type circle, ray, something like that. Oh yeah, that's nice. We could have something like that. Let's see, but maybe change the color to black and make it bigger. Sign up now kind of interferes with my lines right here, so that's a bit too big. Let's see if I can have something a little bit smaller. I don't want it to be moving. I don't want to add a sticker to this design because there's already video here, so that would be a bit much. But I like the idea of the little dotted lines. Let me see if I can find another one. Or you know what? Because I found one that I liked, I can go and see, by clicking the three little dots right here, I can see the keywords, circle, ray, lines. So I'm going to use that circle, ray, lines and see if I can find more. Yes, I have this one. This is the one I've been using. I need something slightly smaller. Let's see. A lot of good stuff in here. Maybe this one. And that could do the trick. Sign up now. So what I'll do, I could play around with the color as well. Maybe some kind of brown. Let's see. Let's see what I have here. So if I go into my browns, something like that. That could work. Okay, so now all I have to do is to center this, and I will reduce the spacing between these words. Spacing here. Reduce this so it appears more like a block. Okay, sign up now. it's a little bit difficult to center this, so I'm going to use my keyboard arrows to position this text. Okay, and yep, sign up now. This looks good. So I have join our virtual yoga classes. What I could do maybe is to reduce the spacing between these two lines a little bit more. So from 1.1 I could go 1 and move this slightly up, making sure I keep my alignment here with my other text. Okay, so I just give a little bit more room to breathe to these guys right here, and I can pop this here. Okay, now we have something interesting. Let me see a little bit more. I'm going to group these two, okay, so I can move them without changing any of the design. Okay, sign up now. This looks good now. I could even rotate this a little bit to something like that. It's just a balance, like you should play around with it and see and find your balance on this design, but this looks pretty good to me. All right, let's move on to page 2. So I'm going to create another page, a second page, and this time I'd love to have a video kind of covering my entire post. So I'm going to go back to the videos here. Okay, and the way I'm going to do this is before adding my video, first I should find the video. Okay, so let's find a yoga video. Let's say this one. Okay, I'm going to insert in my design to show it to you. Okay, it looks like this, but I would like this to be full screen. So two ways of doing this. I could just stretch it and make it touch all the edges of my design, kind of like this. Okay, that's one way of doing it. So it will play like this in the background, which is pretty cool actually. Or what I could have done, let me delete this, go to my elements and add a grid, and then go back to my video and add the video into the grid. So that's the other way of doing it. If we do it like this, which is an interesting way of doing it, we can also add some interesting background. Let's say I add a darker background and I use my video, I recenter my video and then I give it a little bit of transparency like this. So we make it slightly darker, so our text will be coming on top. So we could do it like this. So these are the two different ways of adding your video full screen on your design. So what I will do, I will copy my call to action here. So this design right here that we've grouped, I will copy that. So I can go here, duplicate, okay, and then bring that to my page here. And this time I'll keep it straight like this. Okay, sign up now. We have our video. Okay, let's see if it's not interfering too much. I think it's pretty good. Maybe we can make it slightly smaller, sorry. So sign up now here, and then same thing, I will copy this text box. So Command C or Control C if you're on a Windows computer. And this time I want to position my text right here, justify this to the right, to the left, sorry, I'm sorry. Left and right has always been difficult for me. So join our virtual yoga classes. This is good, I think. Let's do it slightly like this. Okay, good. And the last piece of information I need is this no experience, no problem kind of line here. It's like a slogan. It's an interesting one actually. So no experience, no problem. I will have this following the yoga mat here on only one line. So I think I can just delete the space in here. So now I'm going to justify this to the left. Got it right this time. All right, and make it like this, no experience, no problem. And then I could even add my schedule right here. So copying this, pasting this here. Maybe what I could do is add it here. or I could make it smaller. I will reduce the size of this and make it fit here. Okay, can it fit into one line? Not sure. So I'm going to reduce it, make it smaller here in the corner. No experience, no problem. Monday to Friday, 7 to 10. Okay, that's about right. So now we have our two designs right here. So in order for this to work as a video, you will need to download them as videos, of course. So let's go to the video here. So we have a choice here. We can download these as separate videos. So we can have two videos if we just export pages individually. So I will go page 1, export as a video, and then page 2. Or we can create a video that will be 16 seconds that will combine the first and the second video. In order to do this, very simple, just have to download both pages as a video. So that's what I will do right here. So video is the format that I have selected. I go download. And that's it. My design is preparing, then exporting. Okay, my design is ready. It is here. I can open it for you guys to see. So you can see your design is nicely exported. The video is playing, and then switching to video number 2. We have our call to action. We have our tagline and our schedule. So everything is here. That's how you insert video in your Instagram post to kind of get the attention of people. It's super useful, I believe, today to use video as much as you can. And we made it super easy at Canva for you guys to work with video. So that's what I wanted to show you. I hope you like this tutorial. Give it a like, subscribe to our channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and I will see you in the next tutorial.